Studying overseas on exchange for a semester is one of the possibilities available to you in the Master of Teaching Secondary and Early Childhood and in the Master of Education at the University of Melbourne. Eleanor Lindberg chose to study at the University of Oulu in Finland.
The exchange program was just such an excellent way to really live in the country and be like a local. We were really impressed by the way Oulu University had such a different perspective on education. They were really concerned with thinking about, ethics and morality and, the meaning of education. And so they were really on the forefront of what, education and classrooms and, teaching can look like. And so it was a really enriching experience. I was lucky enough to have a few times where I was able to teach classes while I was there, and it was mind-blowing being in front of all these children and not speaking their language and trying to communicate with them in English and to get them engaged in activities. It was a really interesting challenge to solve, how you can organise a classroom and what the purpose of education is. Having that time to sort of sit back and think deeply about those questions will, I think, 100% benefit me as a teacher and also my students. There are sort of more practical and generic tips like learning the language before you go, which was really helpful. Finnish is incredibly difficult, so I didn't succeed very well with that before I went. Diving into any kind of extracurricular activity that you can, and at least doing some research about where you're going. I got a lot of information from the Global Mobility website. There was a lot of detail about, what you can expect from exchange and, the places that you could go, and that was incredibly exciting. My exchange experience was amazing.